Hello, hello, hello. What's up? I see some faces and I see some names, but it's really exciting. We are right on the nose. It's 6:15 here in gorgeous Las Vegas. So shoot your texts out. Who's on your team? Who's normally on calls with you? Reach out, let them know that you're here, and let's get this party started. So if you and I have never had a chance to meet, hello. Nice to meet you. My name is Carrie. I'm coming at you from Las Vegas, Nevada. I started drinking ketones in September 2017. I was what we call a one pack. I had a one pack experience or one dose experience, and it just lit up my brain like a Christmas tree. And it was a totally magical experience. That was almost 5 years ago. Crazy. So in the comments, I always feed off of your energy. The more you contribute, the more you hang out with us while we're here, and it's going to be a jam-packed call. There's some giveaways, there's some goodies, but that little chat box, let's use it. Let's fly with it. Say, hey, where are you right now? Where are you watching from? Do you have your shaker cup with you? Are you mixing something up? And what are you drinking? I've got, this is like my favorite color of ketones. Well, this one in True Passion. And it is, what's up? My berry blue. I love berry blue. And then True Passion, how it's gorgeous. So we've got New York, we have Florida, we have Texas, Philly, New Hampshire, decaf fuel by female. Yo, Ms. Don, that stuff is like the most legit of the legit. It's so yummy. So I'm glad that you're here because we're going to go over a variety of things. We have a few announcements, a few things announced for the month, and of course, our beautiful, amazing calendar of events and everything that's going on. But while we're here, and before we roll into our first speaker and we get into a little recognition, who has ever written their N8 statement? That letter N, the letter 8. Drop number 1 in the chat. If you've written one, drop a letter. Yeah. Sassy dropping N's. Drop a 1 if you've written one. Cool. I love it. Drop a number 2. Type a number 2 in the chat if you don't even know what I'm talking about. If you're like, N8, what? What's an N8 statement? If you have no clue what I'm talking about, drop a number 2 and let's just see. And there's no shame in the game. If you haven't, that's fantastic. We're like, this part's for you. And I just love knowing who else has written one in the past. Let's see what we got going on here. Cool, got a couple number 2s. Fantastic, awesome. Hernani, I love it. Adrian, Caitlin, awesome. So if you have my number 1s, if you have it memorized or have it right in front of you, I would love for just one person right now to raise their hand or drop a me in the comments so I can find you, or unmute yourself, and let's share that. Let's share it. So the first person to just come off mute, first person to announce it, just come off the cuff and rip it and read it. Don't need any explanation. Sherry Phelps, if you're going to do it, let's do it. I saw you wave it up there. Well, but you're muted.
You.
There you
I
go.
thought I was unmuted. Sorry. Am I
Ready, set,
unmuted
go.
now? I am Sherry Phelps. I am fearless. I am amazing. I am faithful. I am strong. I am a badass mother, grandmother. I'm a believer in Christ, a life changer. I am positive in all my decisions. I lead by example. I break barriers, always stay motivated. I prove it every day, and I freaking rock.
Hey, everybody drop some celebration in the chat. Woo! Some high fives to the camera for Sherry Phelps from Massachusetts. Way to set the tone and set the example. Is there anybody else? We'll take one more person. Who else can just share it, just rip it, read it, or from memorization? If you've memorized, I mean, 10 points to Gryffindor if you have it memorized. Who else? Let's take one more. Unmute yourself.
I'll go.
Andrea, you got it? You got it? Emily, ready, set, go. Rip.
Emily Chase. I'm a happy, healthy, wealthy, patient, persistent, bold, confident, and creative, magnetic mom, wife, mentor, lifetime learner, visionary, entrepreneur, world adventurer, generational chain breaker, and believer who promotes positivity, inspires and empowers others to pursue better, conquers fears, and dares to dream bigger. I'm freaking amazing. I prove it every day, and I'm from New Hampshire.
Hey, that's what's up. Way to rock it, Emily Chase. So That's yeah, from New Hampshire. Fantastic. So why are these important? Like from what Sherry just said and what from Emily just said, and for everybody else on here that has them, these are simple truths that we start out our day, start out any moment, any conversation, anytime where there's a little doubt that's happening. There's a little, I don't think I wanna. But what happens when you tell yourself who you are? From the outside world, there's a constant thing of you're not good enough, or you're not smart enough, or tall enough, or short enough, or blonde enough, or brown enough. I mean, well, Sassy, she can be all hair colors, but there's something wrong with you, but that their opinion doesn't matter. The opinion that matters of you is of yourself. And so using these N8 statements are a fantastic, fantastic tool. And if you've never written one, reach out to the person that plugged you into this community and say, hey, what do those bones look like? And that way they can help you write it. So that way you can start out your day, your conversations, your Zooms, whatever it is, with that truth spoken over you from yourself. Because what I heard Emily say, what I heard Sherry say, what I know Jody says, what I know Jennifer Miller says, what I know that they say to themselves is a truth that they start their days out with. So that's the power of getting into yourself and knowing who you are. And it's just now Nick, I'm all fired up. Nick, are you here? Where are you at? There you are. I see you now. You popped up. Hey,
what's up?
Oh, just hanging out with me and 78 of my closest community members. What's up with you? I think you got some other stuff to share with us, huh?
That was awesome. Thank you. Thanks for sharing, ladies. Those innate statements, like Carrie said, if you haven't written yours yet, we do have a recording of a call that Christina Martinez-Williams and myself led that really walks you through how to create yours. And I've just actually this last week was talking with some new people that hadn't had a chance to write a statement yet. And it was just really exciting to hear their excitement of the statement and hear them start to write it. So if you're new, I want to say welcome. We do this call every single month. This is our community-wide kickoff call. First Monday, normally. Yesterday was the 4th. So I hope you all had an amazing 4th of July. Type something fun that you did yesterday in the chat. Type something fun that you were able to do. Maybe you went camping. Maybe you had a barbecue. Maybe you hung out with family. Ironically, we did a lot of our 4th of July celebration on Sunday. And then yesterday, my mother-in-law took our kids because she's like right next to where fireworks are. And so I got to go on date night with my wife. It was fun. We went out to dinner. We had to drive by like 5 different restaurants. We found one that was open. We didn't realize they'll all be closed, but we hung out and got to watch fireworks, just the 2 of us. So it was really, really special. But I'm really excited. Today is like the kickoff of July. We've already had 4 days of July go by. And I'll tell you, in those 4 days with that sale and just with the excitement of the month and kind of where we're at in time, more happened in those 4 days than like I could have ever imagined. So we're standing on crazy footing right now, charging into July. So we're going to take a little bit of time to slow down. And I want to recognize some people from June and some milestones that were achieved. And then we're also going to talk about kind of how we're kicking this month off and how we're just taking it day by day. So if you're new and there's a lot going on, I invite you to just sit back, relax, and just kind of listen and take it all in. If you've been here for a while, hopefully some of the stuff that we'll talk about tonight will just stimulate thoughts and ideas and bring you back to the simplicity of sharing ketones. So the first thing that I want to do is just recognize each month over the last 3 months. This is the 3rd month that we've been doing this. We've had what's called the 500, the 1,000 Club, and our MVP multiplier. MVP multiplier is part of our normal rewards plan. It's something that you can shoot for every single month. It's 1,600 in new volume with a minimum of 4 customers. And when you achieve that, you get an extra $250 bonus. If you achieve it 3 months in a row, you get an extra $1,000 bonus, which is really cool. But we've created within our community some extra milestones in between. And we have what we call the 500 Club when you get 500 in new volume, and a 1,000 Club when you get 1,000 in new volume. And the first quarter, you had the ability to earn some coasters, which are really cool for hitting 500 in new volume, a shaker bottle, which was really fun for hitting 1,000. So I want to take a moment and just recognize those in June that hit these. So Maddie, thank you so much. Give Maddie some love in the chat. He's always amazing at making graphics. You always see the pulse from him. As a result of Maddie sharing this, we're all here today. So he's a huge part of our community. So let's start with the 500 Club. I mean, look at all these names: Alexis Watts, Deborah Zeller, Erica Barash, Jamie Eblin, Samantha Gepetti, Christina Rodriguez, Faith Farrow, Jennifer Castle, Rebecca Stiegler, Donna Testa, Donna Jackson, Lindsay DeTizio, Sue McDonald, Brian Smith, Tori Ott, Heather Calvin, Emily Chase, Tung and Sherry, Amanda Walker, Kayla Hewitt, Ronza B., Jason Sutton, Shannon Conklin, Leah, Diane, Keto, Heather Nicase. So huge shout out to all of you guys. And the 1,000 Club, which is just that a little bit further: Morgan Roche, Brittany Allen, Lindsay Burns, Christina Martinez-Williams, and Natalie Kilborn. And our MVP multiplier. Here's what's cool. Once you kind of get past that 1,000 mark, you're like, oh, shoot, I'm this close to hitting MVP multiplier. I got to go for that 250. And you can see a lot of people make that big push. So Amy Dove, Dusty Latham, Jody and Britton Scheibe, Pamela Wingert, Cheryl Castellari, Vic and Sarah Ramos, Aisha Vidal, Ashley Riddle, Ashley Driggers, David and Candy Strahan, Lori Hart, Kelly Smith, Jennifer Garcias, Anik Sarnatopoulos, Nikita Joy, Taryn Carroll, Shay Brennigan, Corey Neff, Jennifer Stuber, Brittany Sasbo, Melissa James, Casey Bennett, Lindsay Uva, Amber Horm, Ashley McGearman, Keisha Leilani, Don Allen, and Justin and Melissa Butler. Give them all some love. That's no small feat, especially to keep doing. And that list just keeps growing and growing and growing. So I'm excited to recognize even more people next month. The last one on here is Pace Setter. And Pace Setter is one of those things where if you get 3 new customers, 2 new promoters, it's been a limited time promotion. You get an extra $500 bonus. So this is huge. And it includes that promoter requirement, which is really, really cool. So huge shout out to Cheryl, Nikita, Dawn, Aisha, Lindsay, Jennifer, Vic and Sarah, Dusty, Ashley, Shay, Melissa, Ashley, Jody, and Britton. Big congratulations to all of you guys. And I'm excited to see these lists grow as we keep moving forward. But that's just a little celebration with all of the action that is taken, right? At the end of the day, it starts with the activity. It starts with what we do on a daily basis. And moving forward here in the next 24 hours, you will see inside of our Better Starts Here Facebook group, you're going to see a new post for the 500 and 1,000 Club for this quarter. And one of the things is we're giving a new prize every quarter. We're going to try to come up with some new fun stuff that you guys can earn just for hitting these. So if you haven't hit the 500 Club yet, there's still you can still earn a coaster. But if you haven't hit if you haven't hit the 1,000 Club, this was the shaker bottle for the last quarter, and there's a new shaker cup for the next quarter. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but these clear shakers are amazing. We had these at our mastermind in Tennessee this past May, and they're awesome. So you're going to want to hit that 1,000 mark or above so that you can earn one of these. All you got to do when you hit either of those milestones is just fill out the survey and submit your address, and then we will ship you one of these, and you can be sporting this on your stories, on your Facebook, and take it to the gym, take it everywhere. They're my favorites. I have the original Arizona one that we had at our Dude Ranch Mastermind a year ago. I always see those floating around, and they're a hot commodity. Oh, the ketones one. I mean, we're on like version number 4 or 5 now. And they're tons of fun. So congratulations to all of you that hit different milestones. I'm excited because I've already seen in the first 4 days of the month, like more people hitting it than in the past, which is really, really exciting. But let's keep moving forward. So back to you, Carrie.
Congratulations to each and every name and face and family that these businesses represent. And the cool thing about those numbers for me is, like, you know, maybe you made it to 480 and you didn't quite make it to 500, right? So you didn't make it into the club, but you're already in the club. You're in the Changing Lives Club. And so when I see these numbers, when I see the people that achieve Pace Setter, when I see MVP, when I see these things, then I'm going to encourage you to situate yourself in a place similar to this, of really recognizing that that's lives being impacted by our pure therapeutic ketones. Now, real quick too, I updated mine with a blue lid because I like to color code my lid with my flavor. That's my weird thing. So I can encourage you to do that. It's just any blender bottle will fit on here, any blender bottle lid. But anyway, so I encourage you, get into that spot of like, oh, wow, look at that person go. Like I know on our team, inside of our community, our team community, there's Nikki or Anik, she achieves MVP every single month without question. Why? Because she just enjoys impacting people's lives. She's just magnetic in sharing her story. And then there's folks like Sherry Phelps and Emily and all these other, and so many names in here. And Erica, I love seeing your name on there. I mean, I'll just go down all the names on the whole list, right? But before I do that, we're gonna, or instead of doing that, Miss Christina, I believe you're next up on the docket. Miss Christina Martinez Williams, our just amazing, our amazing Christina. And I know you got some goodies to share with us. So the floor is yours.
Awesome. Hello, everyone. I'm Christina Martinez Williams. I live in Fort Washington, Maryland, and I've been sharing ketones for 4 years and drinking them for 5.5 years. And I am excited to talk to you guys about the reboot because we get to do the reboot. We're kind of going to do a reboot, we're going to do a reboot as a whole community this month. We should be doing that every month, but this is a month that we're going to like jump into that together. So I want to know who in here is doing the reboot this month. Put a 1 in the comments if you have already committed to doing the reboot with us this month, with the whole Prove It community, but especially with our community. Put a 1 in the chat. And then now I want to have you put a different number in the chat. Put the number of times that you have done the reboot before. So that could be a 1 if this is going to be your first one. And it could be your 49th or so, not one, like it will be for me. What will it be for you? The reboot is one of our best tools for anyone, for all of us, to reset our metabolism and to see results from the inside out. I have seen that for myself. In the beginning, it was about continued fat loss and resetting my habits. And so I've seen that 8 pounds of fat loss, 25 inches of fat loss. But now it's about that muscle preservation and tone that I see, and that has completely shifted that for me without doing a lot of extra. And then I know that a lot of people in our community continue to have that downward trajectory in their health journeys, downward if they're looking for fat loss, because of this tool. This tool helps us to maintain, it helps us to continue going, it helps us to break those plateaus. It also is just aging us backwards, like Benjamin Button. That's the right reference, right? So it is allowing us to do all of that and to share that. And what better opportunity to do that as to do it with a community? Because I know that the first time that I did this, I did not have the right mindset. I came into it and it had already been done a couple of times. I didn't start it right away when the whole company started. I just said no. And then I had never done a 60-hour fast and I said no. But when I did it the first time, I just sat on my couch and kind of sulked about with the fact that I wasn't going to eat. And then I realized that that wasn't going to work because it wasn't so much fun. And when I plugged into the community, the broad Prove It community, as well as our local right here, everyone you see here community, something different happened. I was able to actually have fun in the process, and I was able to support the people that were doing it with me. And I got to have more people doing it with me. I invited more people to be a part of that process. So we get to do this for ourselves, for our own health and for our own well-being. And we get to do what we're about, right? Prove It is about inspiring people to be their best versions of themselves and ourselves at the same time. So we get to invite people to do this with us and help them see progress and see results and feel that, see that difference in their cravings over time, over 2.5 days. It's something so simple, and it's something that is easy to invite people to do with you. It's not easy to do, but it is because we have the whole toolkit and we have all these products that we're introducing them to. So how many people, I want you to put in the chat now, how many people have you already, no, I'm going to say, how many people are you going to get to do this with you? How many people are you going to have join you this month? Put it in the chat. What is your goal? And I always heard this and it challenged my thinking. So I've heard this before. So put your goal in, I'm going to wait like 5 seconds more. What's your goal? Okay. Now in your head, because we already put it on the screen, double that goal and add 1. because we know that the power of one more is pretty powerful, but double your goal. So that's the number of people that you can at least invite. And you want to invite like 5 times that, but how many people are we going to help do this? And if we can all, how many are in here? We're 81 people on here. Think if we're all doing this, if we're all committing to this, and then we each have at least 2 people, 3 people. Well, I can't, that's a lot of math for me to do. And I have a degree in math, but so if we do 8 times 3, so like 240, we have like 500 people that have possibility to do this with us. And that's not even having a smaller goal. We'll range from that. So that is a lot of people that we can have join us and feel better and to do this with us. So I want to leave you with 3 ideas to how you can start sharing about this if you have not yet, because we still have a little bit of time. The reboot's always available now. It used to be only available at the beginning of the month and in the middle of the month. It's always available. So sometimes it makes it a little bit not as urgent in our minds, but we really only have until the 10th. If you want your people to get it in time at their house so that they can actually do it with the community, we really have a window that's till about the 10th. So we have this short time frame now, this week till Sunday, that you need to get people to commit by ordering their reboot so that they can actually do it with us. To do that, 3 ideas. First one is reach out to people who have ordered ketones recently or in the last month and ask them if they want to do this reboot with you. You can say, hey, I just committed to doing the reboot this month, and I know you're loving your ketones, or I know you just got started with your ketones. This is a great way to optimize your experience. Would you like to do the reboot with me? And then you can share with them about what that is and connect them to resources. Rebootnow.com is your link to a video that explains it, but we also have one in Prove It TV that is easy access. You can just search in Prove It TV for reboot and you'll find it. Second opportunity is to invite people in your local community. I know that many people are out and about doing lots of things for the summer, and that you're probably plugged in somewhere or in some set of people or in your neighborhood. Make a list of the people that you can invite locally to do this with you. I think there is great power in doing it with people that are present physically around you. There's a great power in doing this with all of us virtually connected. And then there's something about this person that I can see tomorrow and say, hey, how are you feeling? Let me go on a walk with you. Let's move our bodies together during this reboot. Super, super powerful. And then the third idea is to start reaching out to new people and just ask them. People that you're connected to, ask them, hey, I just committed to doing the reboot this month. Do you want to do it with me? Keep our language simple and ask the question, and then the conversation will start to flow from that. So set your goals, set your intentions. Your intention needs to match your activity. And when your intention matches your activity and you're running for that goal, meaning you're moving, there's all this language that Prove It gets in your head. And I didn't know what it meant before. Sometimes I would call Nick and I'm like, what does that mean? What does it mean to plug in? What does it mean I don't know what that means. What does it mean to run after something? It just means start doing the activity, start calling those people, start asking people to do it with you. That's all. So ask people to join you, and we are going to see some amazing results in ourselves and in the people that we're doing this with. And this is one of the best tools we have. All right. I am going to pass it now to Nick, who's right next to me on the screen. And he's going to do that.
Cool. So we were going to do a little giveaway for those that had already committed to the reboot and invited people to join them. And I sent out a survey earlier, but I created the survey. And one of the things that I left off of the survey, because I don't think, was the name of the person filling it out. So I got a bunch of responses, which is amazing, but I have no idea who actually filled it out. So we're going to postpone that drawing. If you filled it out, you can say they filled it out in the chat, but we'll do a drawing later this week, and I'm going to resend that survey with a box that actually has you put your name in, so I know who's filling it out. But let's have some fun around it. I'll do a drawing and I'll pulse it out and put it maybe live in the Facebook group. So stay tuned, but let's have some fun with the reboot. Thanks, Christina. Back to you, Carrie.
I love it. I love it. Isn't it cool to know that Nick Martinez just happens to be human? Who has ever sent an email to someone without the attachment? Drop a me in the chat. If you've ever done something just like, oh my gosh, like I did that, drop a me. Okay, cool. So guess what? As Mitch would say, it sounds like you're experiencing your human condition, right? And I'm like, oh, thanks, Mitch. I needed to hear that again because guess what? I'm human and so are you. Fantastic. Well, our next section is going to be presented by none other than our gorgeous, the sassiest member of our community, because that's the name she gave herself. So therefore, that's her title. And Miss Sassy Shay is going to just share with us some highlights of things to look forward to. And apparently she just got iced with a little tiara. So Miss Shay, the floor is yours. Go ahead and let's hit that calendar.
Thanks, Carrie. By the way, Nick, I filled them all out. Therefore, I am the winner, so I can put my name on them. Hey, y'all. My name is Shay Brennigan. You will notice that my name on my Zoom screen is Sassy Shay. And FYI, I didn't give my name that. It was given to me. I was born right out of the womb sassy. So it's been with me for a long time. I have been drinking and sharing ketones for 4 years. In fact, June 30th was my 4-year pre-reversary. And I forgot about it because I was just face planted in Messenger and in social media, like working this sale and doing all the things. And Melissa, Aunt Mel, I almost said Aunt, you know what? I was like, hey, happy anniversary. I was like, I'm not married. Oh, that's right. It's my proven anniversary. I'm the mom of 2 and the JAMA of 3 girls who are like my life. This part of this call is really exciting to me because, and I'll tell you why. When I first started, I didn't think hopping on these calls or inviting to these calls was important. I was like, I got it. I can do it. I'm talking with this people. They don't need to hear anybody else. Let me tell you, if you are scared or intimidated to hop on calls or invite to calls, drop me a 1 in the chat. I'm sure I'm not alone. Even after 4 years, sometimes I get a little skeptical and I'm like, do I really need to invite to this call? Let me tell you, this is a tool that is given to us that you want to keep in your front pocket, your back pocket, your purse, your hipster, whatever it is. They're amazing. And you can find the calendar for the entire month. It'll look like this in the Better Start Sphere group. Our first call happens to be tomorrow night. It is our maximize the ketones. Y'all, sometimes I get so nervous even after doing this for 4 years. I blabble on my own words, but this is for existing customers, new customers. We want to teach them and show them how easy it is to not only share their ketones and get free ketones, but how to get the most out of their ketones. It's an important call. I know we like to think that we know everything. We can tell our customers exactly what to do, but here's the little pro tip. They hear it from you, but when they hear it from someone else and someone else and someone else, that light bulb goes off, kind of like when we drink our first ketone and it's like Christmas just entered our brain and we're like, fa la 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 la, you know, what am I going to do? This is the best reassurance for anyone that wants to get the most out of their ketones. And then who doesn't want to drink free ketones? Sometimes I struggle with explaining to customers how to get free ketones. I word vomit and I just like get it all out there. So the perspective of hearing how Nick does it versus Becca versus Sarah versus Sheebs, Jody, it's an amazing thing to do. So I encourage everyone to hop on and invite as many of your new customers and existing, or even ones that you think that would love. Oh, sorry, my computer is just like dinging. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to turn it off. So that's that training tomorrow night. It's really important. Again, this calendar is in the Better Starts here. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to turn this off. I think I just did. My goodness. Oh, no. Oh Lord. Okay, so we're just gonna do this. If you can hear the dinging. Thursday's call. Oh my gosh. This one is I don't know how to turn it off. I feel like the town crier. I need a bell. I don't know. My MacBook is like just catching up right now. Okay. Oh, okay. So we're just like you don't hear that in the background.
Hey.
Tomorrow is another important training. Oh my God. I think. Okay, that was the last one. It said Nick said sold. Tomorrow is a promoter training. It is at, oh wait, tomorrow night's call is 8:30 Eastern, 7 Central, and 5:30. Those people way over here in California. Those people. Tomorrow at noon Central, 10 Pacific, and 1 Eastern is a promoter training. It's like a little micro training, and the Mrs. McCarthy and guest are going to go over boards. Do you guys know what boards is? Like, it is better than gelato with cherries and coconuts on it. Whatever that is, it's a time saver, and you want to incorporate this into your business. It'll help you move forward, get your messages out, responds, and you don't have to think of it. It's there, and then you can put your tweak on it. Sunday is, how many people do you know that would be like, I think they would be great at this business, but I'm not sure how to explain that to them. I know I still do. This call on Sunday is, what does it mean to be in this family? What does it mean to be in this community? What's it like to be a promoter? Let other people be that second, third, fourth, and fifth validation for you, because you can say it till you're blue in the face. And then Jane Dover here explains it in her happy pappy way. And they're like, oh man, I want to join your team. I want to hang with these people. This is amazing. So that call is on Sunday at 2 Pacific, 4 Central, and 5 Eastern. Y'all, these calls are so important. Don't ever think you can do this on your own, even though you have an upline. Utilize these tools, utilize these resources, and let the community, as we are, come together and help you move your business forward. Back to you, Carrie. Or Nick, I don't know. I'm so ding, ding, ding in the head. I'm
I know. My mind just kept going to like Pavlov's dogs. Like every time the bell would go off, the text message of like, did I eat? Do I hungry? Do I need to go to the bathroom? Did I check the water? Do I need to check the mail? Like all these reminders kept popping through. So thank you for that. Of course, Miss Sassy, it just made it a little more spicy. Just like you like to do. So wonderful, wonderful. So before we go to our next presenter, our next key part, our key community member who loves giveaways. If you love free stuff, tell me in the chat. Drop, like, I don't know, somebody pick something and drop it in there. I don't want to say, oh, yeah, free. If it's free, it's for me. Free is good. If you love winning things, if you love that little extra recognition, if you love that swag, if you love these limited shaker cups, if you love that, good, because it means you got to be here when we get to that point. So before we do that, well, Mrs. McCarthy over here, my other half of my brain inside of this community, is going to share with us something really cool that's going on this month. And Miss Coach Becca, the floor is yours. Where's your car keys? You got your car keys? Okay, there's your car keys. We're good. That's good.
Oh, hey, hi, hello. How are we? I love seeing everyone's face on here. I think this is my favorite call that we do. I really think it is. So many fun moving parts, but also the celebrations. Y'all, congratulations. That's incredible and so exciting. Coach Becca, the Mrs. McCarthy, plugging in from New Hampshire. Been drinking and sharing ketones since November of 2018. Oh my gosh, I just saw my friend Jamie Hill on here. I was just thinking about you. You're beautiful. And I just absolutely love this community. And tonight I'm going to share with you, we're going to take it back. We're going to take it back to when I first got started. Okay. We're going to take it back to when I was able to make $3,000, no income claims here, but in my first 30 days, because of what I'm going to talk about tonight. There's a reason why I was able to do that. And so I'm going to share with you a little bit about what I did in order to generate that momentum and that income. Okay. And so, we're going to go back to the basics. I'm going to share with you a tool that we're going to start implementing ASAP, right? Starting as soon as we get off of this call, that is going to help us maintain the momentum that we started this month with and carry it forward. Okay. So if you're excited about that, drop a 1 in the chat. If you're excited about creating more momentum, maintaining momentum, carrying it forward throughout July. Yes. Okay. 4 of us are excited. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Awesome. All right. I see him coming in now. Cool. So what we're going to talk about tonight, I'm going to share with you, we're putting together a really, really fun campaign around trial packs. It's Trial Pack Palooza, y'all. And so we just had an amazing sale, right? Did we love that sale or what? That was so awesome. And it kick-started our month on fire. Now, what we just did though, is we just tapped into a lot of the people who we've had conversations with, the people that were in our funnels. And so we're going to bring it back to the basics, and we're going to start working on new conversations and sharing ketones in 3, 5, or 10-day trial packs, right? You just grab a few packs of ketones and get ketones into new people's hands. Why? Because we know that when people drink 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these packets, it's going to light their brain up like a Christmas tree, and they're going to feel the value in this packet, right? Some people get really excited and say yes to drinking these because of the colors on the packets and like how fun they are. But some people actually need to know what this is going to do for them. And so if we want to help more people get started on a journey to better, we can let them test drive these products by sharing with them just a few, right? Just a few. And so the way that I was able to create momentum when I first got started is what I did was, number one, I pre-sold trial packs. Okay. And so if you're on this call and you're brand new and you don't yet have inventory, that's okay. I know you see me handling these packets here, but if you don't have them yet, that's okay. Why? Because you can still tell people that you're going to have trial packs at your doorstep in the next few days, and they can pre-order one of your trial packs, right? And so what I did was I was able to move max promoter packs, right? We have a brand builder max pack. And I talked to enough people and got enough people to say yes to trying ketones, just 5 or 10 days worth, right? That I was able to move those promoter packs. And the bonus of that is that I made a cash profit. I recouped my investment, as well as had new people to help get started. Once they test drove the 5 or 10-day trial pack, convert them into a website customer. And so it's super, super simple. We don't need to complicate it. It's taking 3, 5, or 10, and you get to select how much you want to charge for them. Oftentimes we will charge $40 for a 5-day or $75 for a 10-day trial pack. Grab yourself some of these fun little, is it too bright? You can't see. They're little baggies that I get at Walmart, and I stick my 5 or 10-day trial pack in there. I stick a little thank you card in there, right? Or if you're mailing them, you can grab these little mailers, stick those in there, right? This fits 5 perfectly in it. Thanks, Jamie. She gave me the deets on that, right? And so you get to send ketones in 5 or 10 days to people so that they can just test drive them. Now, who is going to benefit from this, right? Who? The people who have been watching you but aren't yet ready to commit to a full month or a full box, right? The people who you haven't yet talked to and you're excited to say, oh my gosh, are you drinking ketones yet? They're going to say, no, what is that? These things are amazing. You've got to try them. I actually have 5 or 10-day trial packs available. Which would you prefer? Right? Super simple, super easy. And they're going to say, oh, I would love to try them. You know what I mean? Once you show them the campfire video, they're going to see it and they're going to be like, yeah, I totally want a 5 or a 10-day trial. Right? And so you're going to find new people to have conversations with and share the excitement around these products. Okay. You can find them on your social media. You can find them in your local community. You can find them in your family and friends. Pick up your cell phone. I bet you there's people in there that you have not yet texted and said, are you drinking ketones yet? I'm willing to bet you. Why? Because I know I have people in there. So if I do, then you probably do too. So Nick, don't come at me. I see that. He's going to say, who do you have in your phone? We can text. Okay. So pick up your phone and text 5 people. Oh my gosh, are you drinking ketones yet? Right? And just simply share the excitement and the simple conversation. Now we're going to go over boards on Thursday. There's going to be stuff in boards that's going to make it so simple and easy for you to have that conversation, to reach out to people. And how are we going to do this, right? We're going to put up some posts on our social media. I have a few posts that I'm going to share with you so that you can have them and put them up. One is super, super simple. It's let me just grab it here for you. I'm going to drop it in the chat, y'all. That way you can just copy it and paste it if you want. I rarely do this, but I'm doing a major summer clean out of my ketones to make room for more. If you want some, let me know ASAP. So super simple, super easy. Throw that post up there, and like I would suggest going and engaging with other people's content first. Put that post up so then they see it, right? And people get excited over any kind of sale, any kind of deal, any kind of major clean out. People get excited around that. So I am willing to bet you're going to have a handful of people to hundreds of people who are ready to feel better, experience better, that are going to be commenting on that post. All right. And then we're going to follow it up a few days later with another post. And this trial pack palooza is going to run from today to next Wednesday. So it's going to be a full week of us sharing trial packs, getting trial packs out the door. And don't worry, it's going to be a lot of fun because number one, you're going to be getting people to start trying the product. You're going to be helping people get started on a journey to better. And there's going to be fun giveaways. Listen, Carrie's already got you all excited about the giveaways. There's going to be fun drawings and giveaways for different activities each day of this trial pack palooza. We've got things like the funniest picture, the biggest post office drop off, right? The craziest keto drive-by, right? We're going to have amazing, amazing fun doing this entire trial pack palooza. So you can start by putting up a post on your social media, start by doing some direct reach outs to people who you do not yet, who are not yet drinking ketones, who you have not yet had the conversation with. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do follow-ups. We're going to follow up with the people who have commented on that post, and y'all just get creative with it, right? Michael has always talked about these keto drive-bys. Get creative. I put up a post when Michael talked about it one time that said, you know, who in my area has not yet tried ketones? I'm feeling generous and I have 5 packets to give out, right? And I had 5 people, I had more than 5 people who were chomping at the bit to get those packets in their hands. So get creative, get excited, find new ways to have new conversations, and let's crush this trial pack palooza. I don't know where I'm going. Back to
me. Thank you so much, Coachy, for all of your information and all of that. I'm excited for Thursday to better wrap my head around boards as a tool, and also for all of this excitement wrapped around trial packs. I mean, it is the basics of the basics of the basics. It's fantastic. But real quick, and I love how you just quoted Rutherford on his keto drive-bys, because that human being is actually on with us right now. And he's popped in. So we have a special guest, Mr. Michael Rutherford from, I love saying this, Las Vegas, Nevada. Better than San Diego. I'm just saying. Maybe I don't know. I don't want to start fights, Jody. Keep it to yourself. But Rutherford, what up, buddy? Good to see you. It's been 2 weeks since I've seen you. What's you got
up,
for
Claire?
us, Sally?
What's up? I'm looking for a picture that has relevance to what we're talking about. Oh, here it is. There's one. All right, you see that one? Can you see that pic or no? Couple lunatics. Shade. Move your screen. How about now? Okay, so that guy. Okay, so that's one pic. Does this guy look familiar? Same dude, 2 days difference. Does this guy look familiar? No, that's a different dude. They're both wearing scrubs. And then I took the picture and sent it in the text with the guy who referred him to us to show him that we were out chasing it and creating conversations for him. Does that picture come through okay? So these are all in the last 3 days. There's a few more. It's really just about getting in front of people. I just caught on the tail end of what you were sharing, but I was texting Nick. I think this, what are you calling it? Trial pack of Palooza, sample of Palooza, ketones in mouths, eyeballs on videos, friends on three-ways Palooza. That's the business. There just isn't any other business. I don't know what other business there is. If we had a product that didn't demonstrate well, I would say we shouldn't do it. What's up, Lori Hart? How are you? Good to see you. You're an absolute animal. I would say then don't do trial packs. You can only do trial packs and samples. And I may be messing up language. You may be really specific about calling it one thing or the other. So if I misspeak, I'm sorry. But we have the most demonstrable product. That's what I heard somebody say once, and I thought it was a cool word. Able to be demonstrated. It's the most demonstratable product there is. Mitch would tell you his first samples that he ever gave to anybody, he watched them metamorphose right in front of his face. He watched them come alive. So to me, it's how quickly can we get, product in people's mouths? And on a daily basis, how many esophaguses did we get ketones down? How many sets of eyeballs and how many videos? That could be a measuring stick. How many samples in mouths for the first time? Can we be creative? Hey, it's 5 for whatever you sell them for, but I'll throw 2 extra packs in there if you promise to take a picture and put it on Facebook when you get the mail. Are you guys doing stuff like that? It works like crazy. Hey, I got 2 flavors that you haven't had yet. I'm going to put them in your 5-pack when I take them to the post office, but you got to promise to take a selfie like this when they come in the mail, or with the little the little sachet thing, what do you call those little things? Bubble mailers. Take a picture of the purple shiny bubble mailer I'm going to send you and say, woohoo, I've been waiting for this. Let's go. Come on, skinny booty. And tag me in it. Thanks, Sassy Shay. Can't wait to get my skinny on, girl. If you coach people and bribe them with a sample or 2 for free, or a keto cream, or a whatever other stuff we sell, maybe toss a keto kick in there, maybe toss a couple flavors of Mitoplex in there or something. It really becomes about blitzing samples. I like, as she was finishing up, I wrote 4 things down: samples in mouths, eyeballs on videos, 3 ways with friends, and keto drive-bys. That's it. The 3 ways with friends is the best part. So it's just about, it's where the rubber really meets the road, where somebody tries it and now they get validated because their curiosity is going to be good. But when they drink it and they get on the telephone with somebody else who's had it 5 more days than they did, what is Britain doing? Emily Chase, criminal. When somebody tries it and they're on day 2 or on day 3, thanks, Jamie, get it together. They're on day 2 or day 3, and then they talk to someone who's on day 7 because you connected them on a team Zoom, or you connected them on a guest chat, or you connected them on a 3-way chat, or maybe you did a keto drive-by with them and you had another teammate with you or something. It's just about curiosity validation. It's about, I think this is good, but I'm not sure. Can you help me believe it more? That's what third party is. Hey, I like it. I think it's good. My friend said it's good. I'm not fully there yet. Can you help me with a little bit more validation? Yeah. So that's what the keto drive-bys are. This guy, Joe, who Nick met, true story, I'll make it fast. Okay. And then I'll just hang up and be done. So true story, we pay to go play golf at this charity golf tournament. And it's with some guys that I want to try to build a relationship with. I keep crossing paths with these dudes. So I'm like, I got to get connected to these guys. Nick, will you come play golf? Sweet, let's go. So Scott Henry comes to play golf. Nick comes. Morgan's husband, Brian, is going to golf. And Morgan's brand new recruiting Keisha's team here locally. And we're going to go play golf. It's going to go great. And then all of a sudden, there's a 5th dude there named Joe. I didn't invite Joe. We don't have space for Joe. So then Joe goes, well, I'm a member. I can play anyway. So I'll just come along and play with you guys. We're like, oh, cool. First tee box, Nick and I are shaking our ketones and drinking them. And he goes, oh, you guys like ketones too? And Nick's like, yes. Yeah, we have the drink ketones for 7 years. He's like, oh, I've been drinking them for 2 weeks. They're amazing. And we're like, you're kidding me. You like them? He goes, oh yeah, I'll never leave the house without them. So then the day proceeds for him to tell the cart girl you should drink them, to tell the other golfers you should drink them, introducing Nick and I as the owners of the company. It was pretty funny. So as soon as the day of golf's ending, he goes, hey, I have a 4th of July party. Can you guys come and shake samples up for everybody? So then the next day he calls Nick, asks Nick some questions. Nick answers the phone. I answer the phone. We're all in on getting samples to people that Joe connects us to. You guys, Joe's put me in a dozen text messages, a dozen. Morgan doesn't know what she's doing. She's brand new. They were good enough to get him to show up to golf. Nick and I and the team were good enough to connect with him and build rapport with him, answer his questions and challenge him. Joe buys a max pack later that day, buys multiple more boxes the next day. And as me and Keisha driving all over God's green earth, delivering samples to people so they can try them. And then he hits us and says, hey, I'm having a fajita party at my office. Can you come over and bring some samples? Keisha literally jumps in the car, hauls buns to his office. There's 50 people there. And she's now in a dozen or 2 dozen like chats, messages, communication with new people. Here's your sample. What's your number? Here's your sample. What's your number? Let me put you in a text. Hey, what's up? So I get all these messages. Hey, Sarah, what's happening? Did Keisha give you some ketones, or she tell you how good they were and not give you any? Selfish butt. And she's like, oh, I drank my first one. Raspberry lemonade's delicious. I said, you never knew losing weight and feeling better would taste so good, did you? No way. That's awesome. And we went right into it. So now Joe is like, well, shoot, I got people coming out of the woodwork. If you guys will do the heavy lifting. So I say all that because we're showing him, we're not telling him, we're showing him how to get in front of people. We're showing him how to have a sense of urgency. We're showing him how to get samples in people's mouths. His box hasn't even arrived yet. Still. And we're probably 3 boxes of ketones in. Are we worried about it? No. You know, we said, look, when yours comes in the mail, just bridge us back. Whether he does or doesn't, I don't care. Because the guy that I just showed you the picture of twice keeps blowing through the samples he gets. He bought a box for $100, blew through it. He's a nurse. He had 4 women at his office all drinking samples. They're gone. They all got 2 or 3. He goes, bro, this is the easiest business I've ever done. I said, bro, you're not in the business yet. What do you mean? Why is he doing samples? Because we did samples. So without knowing what this Zoom is about, Nick goes, you got 5? I go, yes. What are we talking about? He goes, samples and blitzing. Perfect. It's why the people that have hit champ fast. If people buy samples, there's volume going through your business of people buying samples. If people are buying samples, they're going to the post office. They're going to meet people at the post office. If you're at the post office, you have a picture to post at the post office. Does that make sense? Like you can do a clip of you stuffing your samples. You could do a clip of you at the post office. You could do a selfie of you with Mary Jones, who's at the post office box going, what are those? And you got your shaker bottle with you and your keto shirt, your hat, or your, Prove It Rap Tesla or whatever. And that conversation it can become really viral. It can become, really fun where more and more and more people start seeing it, where more and more people are like, well, I could do that. And it gives you more of a reason to stay in action and activity. And I would just tell you that years and years and years ago, it was said that you're 1 sample away from a complete explosion in your business. You're 1 shaken up sample away from a complete explosion in your business. We have a couple downstairs right now. Nick, remember the guy Blake that was golfing behind us? Blake is downstairs with his wife and kids at my house right now, getting samples, asking questions. Former pro baseball player turned real estate investor, just moved to Vegas, met him at the golf tournament. I don't know why he was golfing right behind us. I don't know why he was really thirsty when Nick and I gave him a sample. I don't know why when we invited him the 4th of July yesterday at Joe's house, he was interested. They're here right now with their kids. Our kids are playing and we're talking, ketones and the business and residual income and, passive income to be able to invest in other things. You guys, this is a 3rd level relationship in a week. And what do you think they're going to leave the house with tonight? Samples. With what action step? Go put these in people's mouths. He wants to go to Ryan's office, Nick, tomorrow. They go, like 15 of them go to the Padres stadium and they're going to Padres game, like flying there. I go, dude, you need to take a box of ketones and in front of everyone, shake one up and just start drinking it. They'll know what it is because they sampled it at golf. And then you can sign them all up. But again, you guys, it comes back to the samples. It comes back to having the sense of urgency to not wait for someone's box to come in the mail, to go get samples in front of somebody right now. Because if they have a sense of urgency, they'll respond to yours and then go create their own. If we don't have a sense of urgency, they won't have a sense of urgency. If we wait, they'll wait. Does that make sense? And I know I'm sort of rambling. Hopefully it's making some sense, but to me, that's what works. If you wrap keto life parties in there, keto drive-bys in there, picture of you in front of your Honda Civic going, I'm bringing samples all over town. Who hasn't had it yet? Or a box of a new flavor that nobody's had yet. People will respond to that stuff and it's fun. So I'll shut my mouth. Nick, questions, thoughts? Did I miss anything? Did I do good for you? Do you need anything else from me? Can I be of additional service?
I mean, it just all makes sense. Like here's the thing, as you go forward from the Zoom and we do this trial pack palooza over the next week, don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. Just get ketones into people's hands. And yes, charge for them. Yes, give them out for free for people that you want to. And at the end of the day, it's just how many people in a short period of time can I get to drink this for the first time? Have fun with it.
My favorite thing that you've said that is better than anything I said, which is do not overcomplicate it. Well, how many did you give them? Wrong question. Which flavors? Did you give them some decaf too? I don't know. Give them whatever they want. It really is ketones and mouths, and manifest and visualize good experiences in hungry, excited, ambitious people going, hey, I need some more. And use it as a way to flex your ambition. To me, every new opportunity and every new person, Joe's a multimillionaire, runs a very large company. I don't care. I want him to know that the best thing that could have happened is Nick answered his phone when the guy called. And he did. So now the guy's blown away. He was like, man, you don't have to answer your phone. Why did you? Nick's like, I'm hungry to change lives. And the guy's like, I like it. And I happened to answer my phone when he called. Truth is, I wouldn't have if I had known it was him. I thought it was somebody else. So just because I was busy and I answered it anyways, and I'm glad I did. We showed him we cared. We showed him we're hungry, ambitious dudes who want to help change lives. And then when he says, hey, my friend wants, I'm going to introduce you to my friend, John. I said, John, nice to meet you. Where are you right now? I'm in the car and can drive you a sample. Guess what Joe thought? My God, dude, you guys are beasts. He didn't think you guys are bums. This is going to go slow. He thought you're an absolute monster, bro. What are you doing? So then as fast as I could, because I wanted to show him that I cared and we were in it to win it, and he didn't sign up with no goofs. Joe, I'm on my way to your boy's house. Who else do you got, player? And when we got to the guy's house, took a selfie, sent it to Joe. Joe, I'm in it to win it, man. Let's go. I want to build your residual income. Who else do you got? And I was pushing him. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? So anything he invites us to, we go to. Anything he asks of us, we do it. And it's not about complicating it or going slow. It's about how quick can we, thank you, sir, may I have another? You got another one? You got another one? You got another one? You got another one? I want to challenge him to see how much he can push us with, how much he can test our ambition, how much he can test our commitment to launching his business. Guess what it's doing to Morgan? Hey, Morgan, do you know another Joe? Who else do you got? Remember how you didn't connect anyone before? This is what happens when you do. And it's just putting on a clinic of showing somebody what happens when you do the connection phase. Once you got the sample, connect into the community so the community can do its magic. I'm very happy that you guys are doing this Zoom. This is very cool.
Awesome.
I'm excited.
Thank you,
Document
Michael.
Everything, by the way. Every handed out sample, every trip to the post office, every shaken up sample, document all of it.
So there will be a post in the Better Starts Here group for you guys to have some fun. So as you're packaging trial packs, thank you, Michael.
Peace, you
have
guys.
a good night. Appreciate it. As you're packaging trial packs, if you're dropping off things, just take pictures and drop them in there, and then we'll be doing some fun around that. So I was happy that he could hop on. I know he's got people at his house and was able to hop up for a few minutes. But Carrie, I will turn it back to you.
Yes, that was so good. I don't know who else was taking notes, but I took a few notes, and it's cool to hear and see that 7 years later, 7 years later, it is about the basics if you really, really, really think about it. So, what Rutherford just further affirmed in my mind what Coach Becca was covering, and about going back to how a lot of us started. But we also have a really cool infrastructure like Sassy shared about that we can plug into. So it's not just the beginning without the today. And the way Christina shared about the reboot, that's another tool in our belt to do it. So if you feed off of recognition, if you like being recognized and you want to see your name up on these slides, you have the exact framework that's necessary to do it with the reboot, with our events, with what Nick has talked about, and everything that's just been covered just now. So just allow for that to empower you and go, wow, I really do know what I'm doing, because guess what? You know how to take a pack of ketones, put it in a bottle, and drink it. You know the basics of this business. So just a little bow on that. But I was just wondering who would be interested in winning one of the new, this isn't the new one, the new Shaker Cup. Let me see it in the chat. Drop a 1 if you're excited. If you love winning stuff, let me see. Cool. So this is going to be a question for you. Look at Jody raising her virtual hand. Here's a question for you. And this was Jody with a Y, not Jody with an I, but Jody with an I. Good on you for recognizing that it's a homonym, Jody and Jody. Here's a question for you. The first correct answer is going to win one of the new limited edition Shaker Cups. And I'm only going to say this one time. There it is. It's on Nick's screen if you can see it. That's a cool Shaker Cup. Are you ready? Jody's ready. Britton, hold her hands behind her back. Jody with an I. All right. So this first question, or the first prize, is a Shaker Cup. Here it is. You ready? Where did I say Michael Rutherford moved from to come here and live in Las Vegas? What town? It's just so unfair, Jody. It's just so unfair. I'm gonna take just executive privilege and just skip you. I'm gonna scroll back up here and see who was second. I appreciate you for being a good sport. That's when I came up with the question, I was looking for you. And I was like, oh man, it's gonna fall right out of her fingers. Scrolling up, scrolling up, scrolling up, scrolling up. Let's see, who was there? So I see Jody's, Brittany Olt. Brittany, is your camera on? Where are you? Brittany, BRITTANY OLT. Raise your virtual hand so you can pop up so we can see you. I do see that you're here. So congratulations, you've just won a Shaker Cup. So that's super exciting. I need to get the email that I need to find. What you need to send an email to with your name, your mailing address, and what you won to simplefunketo@gmail.com. Okay, Brittany, you got it? There you are. Congratulations. So just right when we get off of here, just type up that email, simplefunketo@gmail.com, and then you'll email, that goes to Nick and his team, your name, your address, the Shaker Cup, and just kind of, and actually as a bonus, throw in there, what has you just excited about being, as a part of this community. So just tell him what just has you excited to be here, because I think that would be really special. So cool. Fantastic. Way to go. Way to go. Way to go. All right. The next one is, let's see. The next prize is going to be, who loves swag? Do you love swag? Like the hoodie? I mean, I just always end up buying hoodies or shirts or other Shaker Cups. We're going to give away $100 in swag cash. And how this works is, if you are the lucky winner, what you'll do is you'll go on proveitgear.com, you'll make your purchase, then you'll send your receipt to simplefunketo@gmail.com. You'll email that, and then you will get refund, you'll get a kickback, basically. It'll get sent to you via however you want. Why is there a baby Shybee at the keyboard now? How does this work? Is this I love it. I love it. So here's what we're going to do. I'm not going to ask a question this time. I'm going to have you, let's see. Actually, Brittany, are you still on here? So I'm going to have you in a moment. You're going to come off of mute, and we're going to have everybody just dropping their favorite flavor over and over again in the chat. Okay, Brittany? So, but you're going to help me. You're going to tell me when to stop, and I'm going to scroll up, and that's going to make the names list stop. And so whoever's name is on my cursor is going to win. You down for that, Brittany? So go ahead and unmute yourself. That way you're here with me. So cool. Glad you're here. Okay, ready, set, go. Keep dropping your favorite flavors in there. And then whenever it's totally 100% Brittany's prerogative to tell me when to stop, and I will scroll up, and that will keep that will make it, well, does it work? It does work that way. Okay, cool. Stop. Ultima Martel. Ultima, is it Ultima? Not Ultima. That sounds like a Nissan. Ultima, are you here? Raise your virtual hand. And she dropped in there, her favorite flavor is hibisco, which is one of our ampule technology flavors. Congratulations, Ultima. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know. I don't see. I can't get to the bottom of everything now. But congratulations again, Ultima. You're gonna you're gonna go on proofitgear.com. Stop commenting, you guys. Okay, there we go. Like, where is this? Where's the bottom of this thing? Ultima. Thank you. So you're going to email simplefunketo@gmail.com, like I just said. Go on Proof It Gear, make your purchase or anything. Just talk with Jamie and she'll help walk you through it too, because it seems like you're a part of her group. So Jamie can help you fix all the things. Is that cool? Or Erica or whoever. Then yeah, your team will rally around you. So congratulations. That's $100. That's a couple shirts, maybe one. That's a couple hoodies, maybe, get some Lululemon, something going on. So congratulations. That's really exciting. And now for our last prize of the evening. And I want to celebrate you for sticking here. We got special guests. We had, great information. We have a beautiful system that's just ready for you to use. But the most exciting thing is that you get to pour ketones down people's throats. And just remember that, because that's the cornerstone of who we are. So for our last prize of the evening, who's committed to going to Hacking Better? If you already bought your ticket for Hacking Better, drop a 1 in the chat. Let me see this. Look at that. I can drop a 1 too. 1. Who wants to go but hasn't been able to just put their yes on the table or hasn't bought a ticket yet? Drop a number 2. Who wants to go that hasn't committed just yet? Drop a number 2. Look at that. That's awesome. So what we have for you today is a completely complimentary, free to you ticket to attend our next in-person event, September 9th, 10th, and 11th. This ticket is just mind-blowing because Ed Milet's going to be there. Jay Shetty's going to be there. Brian Underwood's going to be there. So many of our community friends are going to be there. And we're going to gift to you Nick is going to gift to you, but we as a community are going to gift to you this. So I'm pretty excited. To give this away, just being the one to kind of give it away. So get your fingers ready, because what I want to see, let's see. And I really actually kind of like how that worked. So Nick, do you want to give me a verbal stop? I really liked how we did the second one, just because that was a little more spicy and it keeps everything going. So Brittany, you are in the running. So don't you're free to go. Because I was like,
sounds good. Here's the thing. If you already have a ticket and you win it, then it's yours to give to somebody on your team.
That's even better.
Everybody can play.
So pay it forward. And it's just really cool. So what I want to see from you in the chat, Hacking Better. So you can go to proofitnow.com/events and you can click and see what's going on for Hacking Better. It's a really great tool for you to do that. And there you go. Thank you, Coachy. So in the chat, what I want to see is, how many lives do you want to change this month with ketones? Just pick a number and just type it in 1,000 times. If this isn't a manifestation thing, if this isn't something that, it could be 1, it could be 1,000. I see thousands. I see 350, 36, 20, 36. Isn't that a song? Stop. Where are we? I don't think this is a fair stop. Is this a fair stop?
I don't know.
I mean, it's a fair stop because, I mean, right after you did say stop. You ready for this? You ready for this? We're about to change somebody's life, and I know for a fact that she's about to change someone else's life because that's what she does. And you had a chance to hear from her a little bit earlier today, but freaking Coach Rebecca McCarthy up in New Hampshire, I scrolled and stopped because she typed in 36 while I was distracted with the 36, 24, 36.
Yo, that's so fair. I'm so excited. Yay, team. Let's go. Woo!
Wow. That's really fun. It's probably the most democratic way we can do this, just because I literally just roll up on my wheel and that's where my mouse is. So congratulations everybody, and congratulations to you again for being here. Like Becca said it earlier, this is one of our favorite calls. Now she's up on the table dancing. Jamie, why aren't you up on the table dancing with Becca? Make this so. There we go. And it's just powerful. We get to do this together, because you choose to show up every single day. There's somebody out there that's going to have a complete shift in their lives because you keep saying yes to yourself. You keep saying yes to this product. You keep saying yes to this community, and you keep saying yes to the goals and dreams that are inside of you that you get to build here with us. Rutherford said it best. This is the most amazing place to build passive income, to help invest and grow your other dreams that you have in your life. So let's get to it. Nick, do you have anything else you want to tack on?
No, let's have a good week, guys. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you.
Appreciate every single one of you. And with that, this call is officially a wrap. Have a good night. We'll see you later.